Spring is a season of growth and fresh energy. So let's really celebrate this time of year by inviting in opportunities for renewal in your day today. Welcome to Feng Shui Living, the podcast designed for busy women who want to de-stress, live with intention, and create a home that truly supports their well-being. Each week, I'll bring you practical tips, insightful ideas, and simple strategies to enhance both your home and your life. Let's get started. Hello, friends, and welcome to this episode of Feng Shui Living Tips for Busy Women. I'm your host, Lisa Morton. So we're here to celebrate this time of year. Spring is here, and I don't know about you, but I am so ready for it. We had those beautiful moments, those beautiful days where it's teasing this warm weather and the sunshine and little buds sprouting up out of the earth. And then today we had this rainy, cool, gloomy day. So I was determined. I'm going to find my brightest sweater that I can possibly find that feels springy and floral. So if you're watching on video, I hope this inspires you to bring on this season of spring. It definitely helped me. But today we're talking about utilizing Feng Shui, the ancient art and science of arrangement, to really harness the energy and create powerful shifts this time of year. You know, these powerful shifts in your environment can also in turn affect your entire life. So Feng Shui, we utilize the 5 element system: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. And this describes how energy flows through space, right? And we utilize these 5 elements to bring balance to an environment, an apartment, a house, a condo, even a room or an office, right? So while winter months connect to the water element, the blues, the blacks, a very fluid movement, spring connects to the wood element. Now, the wood element, we know it connects to plants and flowers and the trees maybe in your backyard. Also, green coloring, vertical stripes. This element is really powerful to lift your energy and move you in a forward direction. It's all about revitalization, renewal. It's so exciting. Just think about those little buds, right? Down in the earth, and they're ready. They are so ready to just sprout, and they're so excited and just waiting for that perfect amount of sunshine and the perfect warmth of the soil to just pop out. So today we're talking about my favorite Feng Shui tips to reset your home for spring. So, of course, we have to clear clutter and detox our space. Now, so often we think about spring cleaning. I know I'm thinking about it. I have some baseboards that need deep cleaned, some screens that need to be deep cleaned. I'm scheduling to have my carpets cleaned because the dogs brought a lot of stuff in all winter, and it's already been a rough spring with muddy paws. So I'm getting that scheduled, that in the books. But we also need to move beyond just that traditional spring cleaning, right? Of cleaning the windows, cleaning the screens, heavy duty cleaning inside. We need to think about the stuck or the stagnant energy that might be in our home. This just naturally accumulates over winter months, right? It's not that you've done anything wrong. It just happens to accumulate from air being stuck and stagnant and not releasing from your home. Right? It could be some sort of off-gassing or just stuck air from a room that doesn't have a lot of airflow. But then there's also just things that build up over time that require a space clearing. So I want you to think about detoxing your space, clearing clutter, and then open some windows. Allow fresh air to circulate. I also love to diffuse citrus. My favorite is sweet orange. Put it in a diffuser, and your home, even if you don't clean anything, I swear it just feels cleaner when you diffuse citrus. There's also lemon, grapefruit. They smell so great and so fresh and so clean. Also, begin to clear clutter from those areas that collect a lot over the winter months. Maybe there's an area by your back door where all the winter boots and all the big gloves and big chunky hats and scarves and all those collect, make a time to go through this, sort through, maybe donate what you need, toss if something's, been used enough and ready for garbage, or just pack away. Clear clutter from these kind of collection areas from the winter months, okay? So it might be entryways, it might be a mudroom, also a laundry room. These areas can sometimes feel easier to clear, which is nice, right? And then you build momentum, and then you can clear maybe some of those more, areas that kind of hold sentimental value. I always say, wait for those items that hold sentimental value until very last, right? Get the momentum going with those easy things. If you've listened for a while, you know that I always talk about, I have a problem with saving bath towels a little too long. I'm doing a lot better. I'll tell you, I'm doing a lot better. But I've had a thing with saving them too long. So that was always my first spot. When I started decluttering, I would always go to the bath and bed linen closet and sort through and donate, toss, and just clear this out. And again, building that momentum. Maybe for you, it's a junk drawer. Build that momentum. And then if you need to take on a more sentimental space with sentimental items, it's just so much easier. Okay. So step 1 is to clear clutter and then detox your space. Next is refresh your front door. We all know that over the winter months, things kind of collect around our front door. Debris. I just swept up some leaves from the front door. I had to rearrange some of my pots. I had them beautifully decorated for the holidays. I'm getting them ready for spring, and they needed to be tidied up and cleaned up and wiped down a little bit. So freshen up around your front door. Make sure that light bulbs are not spent, that they're bright, they're colorful. You can see things, right? Because this front door, this is a key part. The architectural front door, not just the door you use all the time. If you go back and listen to the episode where I chat with Betsy Helmuth, we talk about this, about how important it is to use the architectural front door and not just the door you use all the time. Okay. So this is the door. This is the mouth of chi, where all these new opportunities, where we invite fresh chi or energy into our space. So tidy it up, give it some love, maybe add a fresh mat at your doorstep, something really pretty that makes you feel excited and happy and cheerful moving in to these beautiful warm weather months. Now we're going to talk about inviting in the wood element. Now, I briefly talked about the wood element being connected to the season of spring. We moved from the water element into the wood element. And again, this represents growth, new beginnings. This is great if you're starting something fresh. And it's also the perfect time of year to get outside and get connected to nature. I don't know about you, but I've been outside every possible moment where it's been nice weather, walking the dogs, going around just looking at my beds, thinking about what I want to take on this spring. It's also an important time to think about refreshing and aligning your home interior. So choose plants with soft, rounded leaves, and always avoid cacti. I actually have a friend that just ordered from a company. I haven't done a lot of research, but I'll share this with you. I believe the company was called Easy Plant, and it has a special water reservoir in the bottom of the containers, so you don't have to water all the time. You simply add water once a month. So if you're curious about getting some plants this year, you might want to check them out. I will add a link into the show notes. Again, I have not used them personally, but she loved it. Seems like a great idea. I like that experience of going around maybe weekly or every other week and watering my plants. I feel like it's this beautiful, nurturing time to connect to my plants. However, you may not have that time. You may travel. You may have just a lot going on. So that's okay. You do you. If you try it and love the website, love ordering from them and their plant system, then let me know. My personal favorite plants to recommend are a jade plant, a peace lily, and a money tree. I have a money tree that I got probably 10 years ago, and it is huge. That thing has kept just growing and growing every year, and it's been really fun to watch it grow. Now, if you don't have a green thumb, explore different ways to bring nature inside. You can add a wallpaper with a floral or green leafy pattern to it, maybe some sort of artwork depicting a forest or some trees or some flowers. It's a great way. So connect deeply with this season of spring and the wood element. Now, next, I want to talk about activating the energy of renewal utilizing color. Spring is a great time to bring in those light, fresh, uplifting colors. Now, I'm not a big holiday decorator, but I do love to decorate for the seasons. In the winter months, I'll bring out some of those darker, bold items, those deeper colored items. And then when spring comes around, I'll start shifting out and bringing in some lighter colors, some softer textures. So you may want to bring in some greens, maybe some blues. But, green can bring in growth and renewal. Blue is so peaceful and harmonious. Soft yellows or pastels can really bring in a sense of warmth and also happiness. White or really soft neutrals can clear out any type of mental fog and also create space for new beginnings. At this time, while you're implementing color, also think about those textiles. Swap out those heavier textiles like dark throw pillows or those heavy throws across the back of your sofa for lighter fabrics, some linen or some cotton. This just connects it to this season of spring at a deeper level. Now, while we're talking about color here, I wanted to mention that my color mastery is coming up on April 8th at 8 p.m. If you have not attended my free color mastery class, I would love to have you. It is so much fun. I get great reviews from this. Everyone loves this. We talk about a little bit about color theory, a little bit about color psychology. We talk about how to create a color palette for your home, how to select a color. And then we talk about the Feng Shui effects of color as well. So it's so much information packed into an hour. You can grab a cup of tea, get your pajamas on and your slippers and settle in and enjoy this workshop. It's 1 hour. I would love to have you. I will put a link in the show notes. Also, if you get my newsletter, I will add a link there as well. If you know someone, maybe they're redecorating, maybe they just are ready to reset their home, I would love it if you would share this link for Color Mastery with them. All right, let's talk about my next tip about bringing in more light. Lighting plays a crucial role in Feng Shui as it activates qi or energy. It lifts the energy in a space. It just feels so much better and brighter when we can have a little more light. And we're moving from that time where it's darker and there's more daylight hours. So really take advantage of this. Open your curtains. Open your curtains to allow more sunlight in. Maybe open the blinds. Clean your windows. You would not believe how much dirt and debris fills up on the windows when you clean them. Clean them with intention, maybe recite a mantra or poem and clean them and refresh them. You will not believe how dirty they get over one winter season. This will not only feel brighter and more refreshed, but this also allows us to see opportunities and experiences in our life with a clear set of lenses. Next is add mirrors. If you have a space that feels particularly dark, and this might be maybe a long hallway or something, add a mirror. Now, we always want to be mindful of what the mirror is reflecting, but if it's reflecting the beautiful trees in the backyard from the window, you're amplifying that energy of spring and that energy of the wood element. So that's perfect. Also, just bring in mirrors to reflect the light and lighten and brighten your space. Next, we have set intentions with a spring home ritual. Now, every season, I do a full space clearing of my home. It's a beautiful moment to cleanse the energy of the space and to set the intention and infuse it with what I'm looking for the next season. And this is a wonderful opportunity. So I invite you to take it on. It's a beautiful way to connect with your home, to feel that deeper connection as it supports you in your day to day. So here's how I recommend. So light a candle. Light a beautiful candle, maybe burn some incense, some Palo Santo, some cedar wood, or maybe some white sage. Burn it to cleanse the energy of your space. Walk through each room, expressing gratitude for the room and what the space provides you. Waft the smoke around and watch it swirl and dance throughout your space. And then speak out loud, say it out loud, or write down and journal your intentions for the season ahead. This could be attracting love, maybe success in your work, maybe just generally peace. But I'll tell you, attracting love has been a big theme lately. I'm running into a lot of clients who are looking for that special relationship, that special partner, or they're looking to revitalize their relationship with their current partner, just to find that magic spark again. If this is you, then make sure you take advantage of my free 15-minute discovery call. You can sign up for that on my website. So I've been diving in, and it's been very clear, looking at a few pictures, how I can help these people. So if you want to take it on, pop over and schedule your free 15-minute discovery call. Here is one other tip that I love for this season, and that is to really invite in those wonderful fruits that you see this time of year. Lemons, limes, oranges. Take a bowl and put a beautiful bowl of citrus fruits on your kitchen counter. This will symbolize abundance, vitality, fresh opportunities, plus you have a delightful little snack right at hand. What could be better? So take this on. By aligning your home's energy with a season of spring and renewal, you're just setting the tone for new opportunities to come towards you, for vibrant health, for wonderful things. And I just cannot wait to hear what happens for you. I know I'm working on some big things this spring and this summer and can't wait to share them with you. So I'm doing a lot of my own intention setting and spring renewal connections and ceremonies myself. So I can't wait to hear what you take on from my list today. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out, and don't forget to sign up for my Color Mastery free color workshop happening on April 8th. It will be here before we know it, so make sure you reserve your seat today. I hope you enjoyed this episode today, all about spring renewal. I know I am here for it. I cannot wait. If you loved this episode, be sure to give us a like, give us some good comments, and of course, share with a friend. An awesome review on Apple is always much appreciated. Again, it helps not only me, my whole team, my amazing team. We all thank you, and I will see you at our next episode. Special thanks to our sponsor, Elevated Living School of Holistic Design and Feng Shui. For more information, head over to the show notes. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe, give us a 5-star review, and share this episode with a friend. We'll see you next time.